A St. Lawrence University student challenging a decision made by a national sorority to kick them out of their gender assigned at birth, to kick them out of that sorority. 7 News reporter Sean Brenda explains.
Fabian Guzman identifies themselves as non-binary and last year became a member of the Chi Omega sorority at St. Lawrence University and quickly rose in the ranks, becoming the recruitment chairperson. According to Guzman, issues started after St. Lawrence University's alumni magazine approached the sorority headquarters to write a story about Guzman's leadership.
And then on June 2nd of this year, Chi Omega Nationals, the CEO, sent me an email saying that they were going to void my membership with no right to appeal just because of a matter of policy.
Guzman claims the policy that voided their membership was discriminatory in nature due to it targeting their sex assigned at birth.
Later on, it came up to be about something that it was not about gender identity, but sex assigned at birth, which is not in anywhere stated in the policy that they present either to the public or to the chapters individually. So this is just becoming more an attack on sex assigned at birth rather than gender identity, when these organizations are just supposed to be gender-based.
Guzman's sorority sister, Kelly Cushman, says what's happening is upsetting not only to local sorority members, but other Chi Omega sisters across the country.
I think that it's a lot of ignorance and stigma that caused nationals to, they were so panicked in their response.
In a statement to the New York Post, Chi Omega National said, quote, "By their own admission, this individual did not meet the criteria for membership at the time of joining." St. Lawrence University issued a statement to 7 News saying it supports the identity of every student and its student life team will help students grappling with issues of inclusion and belonging. Guzman says they hope the issue resolves and that it brings a larger conversation to the table regarding Greek life as a whole. Sean Brenda, 7 News.